G'day guys, welcome back to another episode of Flashlight Crazy. Today I'm reviewing the Nitecore SRT7GT. Let's check it out. Alright, so in the box you will get a spare rubber clicky, which is just right there. You will get a spare O-ring, you can see through there, and a lanyard as well. I'm not going to take them out, guys. You know what they are by now, so see ya. All right, you also get a holster. It's a holster. I'm not crazy about it, but then again, I'm pretty biased because I'm not crazy about holsters. Olight, in my opinion, comes up with the best holsters so far. Now, that goes in like that, but nah. So this holster will not work with the tactical ring on. Okay, so if you've got the tactical ring on, no holster. But it is a Velcro holster. It's got a Velcro latch there for your belt. It's got a clip here to clip on bags, belts, and whatever. So it's pretty good. You'll also get your Nitecore user manual there. I will go over the specs, don't worry. And you will get the light itself. But this is where I want to pause the video for a second and just explain some things. So I should have got a Nitecore 18650 battery, but that does not look like a Nitecore 18650 battery now, does it? And I should have got a charger along with that battery, but I didn't. So let me explain why I didn't get these things. That is because this light came from a grey market, and I bought this off a friend of mine who bought it from a grey market. And I knew I was getting it from a grey market, so he didn't dodge me out or anything. But these are the types of things that you're going to get in grey markets. And so I, like everyone else, wants to get, the best product for the minimum price. I get it. But when it comes to something as popular as Nitecore, they are being distributed in grey markets like nothing else. And as a result of that, you are losing out on certain little things. Now, just from what I've noticed so far with this light, obviously I got this generic 18650 battery. I got no port to charge it with, like no external charging port. So I can't charge it unless I've got my own, which I do, but still, that's a bit weird. And if you have a look here, the tactical ring here is vastly different shade to the rest of the light, and that is not normal for Nitecore. So I'm guessing that is just a generic tactical ring as well. Now, I do believe this is an authentic Nitecore light, don't get me wrong, but because it came from a grey market, there are these little odd things here and there. Not to mention, guys, that if there was an issue with this light and I wanted to send it back or I wanted to claim my warranty, I'm going to struggle because I don't know where this came from. Probably came from some little warehouse in China somewhere, and I'm going to struggle getting onto someone, let alone actually getting a replacement sent out to me. So I know we all want to buy cheap torches that are authentic, and I know that there are a lot of Nitecores out there that are being sold on the grey market. But I would just warn, just be careful because sometimes you will get something weird like this. It is my strong suggestion, and the only thing I do now is I buy from Australian authorized retailers. And if I want something that Aussie retailers don't have, like a Surefire, for example, I will go to an authorized US dealer. That's it. I will not buy Great Market anymore because I love my lights and I want them quality and I want them with warranties and I want to be able to speak to the companies myself if there's an issue. So for that reason, no more Great Markets for me. All right, rant over. Let's get on with the review. So I'm just going to install the battery and show you that there is a spring at the end of the tail cap. And right down there, if you can see, there is no spring, but still a contact area, obviously. Now, 18650 goes in. All right, so design and feel of this light. Well, it's very tactical looking, isn't it? I mean, as far as a tactical light goes, this looks like it means business. I definitely like the feel of it. Yep, really do like it. The fact with the tactical ring that your pointer and your middle finger kind of just fall over it like that, let it fall in between. thumb rests comfortably on the rubber clicky, and you're good to go. So that's really nice to see and feel. It is very top heavy, this light, so just be aware of that. And, you know, if we start off at the head here, guys, we do have a silver bezel there. And if we look down the barrel, you will see a Cree XPL High V3 LED. And you also have a red, a blue, a green, and a UV LED as well. Now, right here, you've got your smart ring, they call it. This controls all the different outputs, which I will get to. Now, here you've got the body, you've got your tactical ring, you've got your pocket clip, and your pocket clip can be moved from here to here, guys. But if you have it here, you'll need to remove the tactical ring because it won't work otherwise. And on the tail cap, you've got some very nice raised edges here, which act as tail standing. But they also protect the rubber clicky from being accidentally hit or damaged or anything like that. And of course, attachments for lanyards there. Now, going over the measurements from head to tail, the SRT7GT comes in at 15.5 centimeters. The face width comes in at 4 centimeters. And the tail cap width comes in at 2.5 centimeters. And that is the same as the body. Now, the weight of the SRT7GT comes in at 214.95 grams. Let's call it 215 grams. So it's got some weight to it. And as I've mentioned before, it is mostly all top heavy. Yeah, very top heavy. All right, now the UI. This is where it gets tricky. So smart ring is useless unless the light's on. How do you turn the light on? Tail clicky. Now, smart ring, all the way turned to the left, is beacon. Beacon puts out 1,000 lumens, and it puts it out for an unspecified time. Now, if I turn it to the right once, you've got your police flashing blue and red lights. It doesn't give you lumens or anything like that. It just says that this will run for 32 hours straight. Pretty cool. Now, one more click to the right, constant blue. And constant blue is 3 lumens, which you'll get for 26 hours. It'll reach about 3 meters. Next, you've got green. Green is 19 lumens, which you'll get for 26 hours, and it'll get to about 13 meters. Then you got red. Red is 13 lumens, which you'll get for 28 hours, and it'll reach about 8 meters. Then one more click is UV, and UV there, it just says it'll run for 26 hours. Now, one more click to the right, and you've got your battery level indicator. So a slow flash like that means that your battery is fine, and if it flashes rapidly, it means you need to change your battery. That's what Nitecore says. Now, one more turn, and it starts to ramp from low. So ultra low is 0.1 of a lumen, so I'd say that's that. And you will get that for 240 hours. It'll reach about 7 meters. Now, you won't get any specifications in between the 0.1 lumen. It just says that it ramps up to turbo. Now, turbo is 1,000 lumens. You will get that for an hour and 15 minutes, but it will step down, but Nitecore doesn't specify when. And that will reach 450 meters because it is pushed out by 50,900 candela, which is pretty impressive. That's a good amount of candela. Now, one more turn, and you've got strobe. Now, by clicking the tail switch in any mode, we'll turn the light off, and you will have memory mode depending on where you've left the smart ring. So if you forget where you've left the smart ring, you're just going to have to turn it on to find out where, and that was UV. If you have it all the way to the left and you turn it on, it will be beacon. And all the way to the right, it will be strobe. But just to be safe, turn it all the way to the right and then just turn it a little bit, and that's going to be some output. There we go. So that's ultra low. There is no lockout mode in this light. So if you do want to lock it out, just give the tail cap half a turn. Screwing it back up will activate the light. Just having a look at the beam profile here on turbo. You've got a very, very nice tight hotspot, some beautiful spill. Nitecore's always impressed me with their spill. Very, very distinct, good color in the spill as well. Can see a lot, but not too much. It's really, really nice. I like it. And now let's head out to some night shots, see what this can do in all its outputs. And I'll be back for some final thoughts of the Nitecore SRT7GT. Guys, out here with the Nitecore SRT7GT. And we will start with beacon. Very nice. Now, there are the red and blue police flashing lights. That's pretty distinct at nighttime. That would confuse me. That'd definitely confuse me. All right. Blue. Not too bad. Green. Red. And that's UV. Now, there's the ramping begins. Low mode here. Ramping up, nice. All right, we are at the top of the ramp. So that is 1,000 lumens, 50,000 candela. Brilliant spill. Can see a lot of going on out there. See up this tree where something's making a noise and freaking me out a little bit. Got some gnarly spider webs over there. Holy shit. There's a spider making a web right now. Glad I didn't walk in between those trees. All right. And strobe. All right, that can piss off. There it is, guys. 1,000 lumens. 50,000 candela. Brilliant spill. Nice hot spot. Oh, that spider is so gross. Oh, it's a big one too. I'll stay right here. Oh, there's a bird in the tree or something. Looks like it's sleeping. Might just leave it there. It's probably snake food. All right, guys, I'm getting out of here before something makes a meal out of me. I'll see you back at the lab. All right, what did we think? The output, the white output is very impressive. I definitely like that. I like the spill. I like the distance it offers. The red, blue, and green is, you know, I feel like it could have been brighter. It is nice to have UV as well. So if you're someone who likes UV, that's pretty cool. But yeah, it would have been nice to have some more lumens and outputs with the red, blue, and green. But not a deal breaker, just, you know, bit disappointing, that's all. Now, you can pick this light up from lightshop.com.au. I'll leave a link leading you directly to it. And I'll leave some discount codes in there as well, guys. It is going for about 185 Australian dollars, but with a discount code, you should get 5 or 10% off. I can't remember which one. All right, guys, that's it for me today. Thanks very much for joining me on another video. And until next time, guys, stay cool and stay safe. See ya.